Omaha is known as a great place to raise a family. Now, if you're moving to Omaha or if you're just visiting Omaha and you want to know about all the fun things there are to do with the kids, well then stay tuned because that's the subject of today's video and we're going to get started right now. Let's start first with the Henry Doorly Zoo. Now, the zoo is located at 3701 South 10th Street. Now, if you're visiting Omaha, you might think, well, how great can a zoo be if it's in Omaha, Nebraska? Well, you're going to be in for a pleasant surprise. The zoo is a great time, and it's one of the best zoos in the nation. Now, if you move to Omaha, the best advice is to get a yearly pass. And if you're just visiting for a few days, you want to make sure you put the zoo on your list, and you want to get there early. The zoo is open all year long, and many of the exhibits are indoors, so even in the dead of winter, you can still enjoy the zoo. In warm weather, in particular in summer, you want to make sure that the kids bring their swimsuits because they have splash park and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a good time, and give yourself plenty of time and get there early. Next on the list is the Omaha Children's Museum located at 500 South 20th Street in downtown Omaha. The Children's Museum is a learning and exploration space designed for little kids. They have special traveling exhibits. Now, believe it or not, what's kind of fun is the Zooland animals are one of the exhibits. I remember playing on those when I was a kid, and that was back when they were at Richmond Gordman, which was on 72nd and Blondo in the 1970s. But if you're in Omaha, you have little kids, well then take them to the Children's Museum because they're going to have a good time. Another fun thing to do downtown is the Gene Leahy Mall. Now, the Gene Leahy Mall was built in the 1970s. However, in 2019, it underwent a $300 million renovation. However, one of the things that they kept from the original park was the slides. Now, back in the day, what people would do is they would take wax paper and slide down on wax paper in order to increase speed. But if you've ever been to Omaha and been down those slides, hey, give this video a thumbs up. The Gene Leahy Mall is located at 10th and Douglas, and they added a sculpture garden, swings, concert area, picnic area, fountains for the kids to play around in, and they also have a dog park, and they have plenty of playground equipment as well. So the kids will have a great time playing on that playground equipment. And if you're staying downtown, it's also real close to the Old Market. Speaking of the Old Market, you can top off your day at Ted and Wally's Premium Ice Cream located at 1120 Jackson Street. Now, this is just across the street from Hollywood Candy. Now, Ted and Wally's is made from scratch using all natural ingredients from local producers. It is a small family-owned Nebraska business. Ted and Wally's also has another location in the Benson area at 6023 Maple. Now, if you're into the performing arts and you want to catch a kid-friendly play, you can catch a performance at the Rose Theater in downtown Omaha. The Rose Theater is located at 2001 Farnham Street and was named for Rose Blumpkin, the founder and owner of Nebraska Furniture Mart. Now, just so you know, Nebraska Furniture Mart is one of the largest furniture stores in the nation. And Rose Blumpkin is a great success story, and she was also known as Mrs. B. And Mrs. B saved the Rose Theater from destruction in the 1980s. Even if you're not going to attend a performance, it's worth driving by the Rose Theater because it is a beautiful building and it's Moorish and classical architecture. And originally it was called the Riviera back in 1927. And I think it's worth going to a performance just to see the inside of the theater alone. If it's summertime and swimming and rides and go-karts are your thing, then you may want to check out the Funplex Water Park and Rides located at 7003 Q Street. They have a lazy river, water slides, a wave pool, and the Breaker Bay bar for adults 21 and older. Out west in Elkhorn, you can enjoy the Mark. Now, the Mark has bowling, laser tag, video games, and a sports bar. The Mark is located at 20902 Cumberland Drive in Elkhorn, just north of 204th and Dodge Street. If you like miniature golf, across the street from the Mark in Elkhorn is Medieval Putt. Medieval Putt is a miniature golf course with a medieval theme. Speaking about golf, if you like golf and your kids are really into dinosaurs, another fun place is called Prehistoric Putt. If your kids are into dinosaurs, then they're going to love this place because it's a big dinosaur theme. Now, Prehistoric Putt is located at 11134 Q Street in Omaha. Now, if your kids need to burn off some energy, right next door to Prehistoric Putt is Bounce U. Bounce U is located at 11144 Q Street and is an ideal spot for birthday parties and that sort of thing. They have a variety of different inflatable bounce attraction, and I remember my kids used to love those bounce houses. Another fun place to take the kids is the Amazing Pizza Machine located at 13955 S Plaza. It's a 60,000 square foot all-indoor buffet restaurant and entertainment center in Southwest Omaha. The Amazing Pizza Machine is the largest restaurant in Nebraska. There are over 170 arcade games, go-karts, and laser tag. Now, if you're visiting in the fall, you want to put this on your list, and that's going to be Vala's Pumpkin Patch in Gretna. Vala's is located at 12102 South 180th Street. Vala's is really the mother of all pumpkin patches. Vala's is 400 acres of rides, food, and different attractions. They have trains, miniature cars, jumping pillows, hay rack rides, fire pits, and they have this barn where kids can shoot each other with these little foam balls, and which is a lot of fun. And they also have these cannons that you can buy a bucket of apples, and then you can shoot these apples out of these air cannons at these little targets out in this little field, which is just a load of fun. It's kind of like the Disneyland of pumpkin patches. So if you're visiting in the fall, or if you're thinking about making a visit to Omaha, I would go in the fall because the weather's a little bit cooler and you're going to really enjoy Vala's Pumpkin Patch. Another fun place to visit is the Wildlife Safari Park. You can drive through the park, and the animals sometimes come right up to your car door. You can see bison, elk, deer, and different types of waterfowl. You can also get the opportunity to hike and see other exhibits. If you get a membership to the Henry Doorly Zoo, you can get an add-on membership to the Wildlife Safari Park. Now, the park is located southwest of Omaha at 16406 292nd Street in Ashland. The park is close to the Sac Museum and the Mahoney State Park. Both places are also fun to explore. South of Omaha in Bellevue is Tree Rush Adventures in Fontenelle Forest. You can climb and zip line from tree to tree, and they have a smaller course for little kids too. This is not for real little tiny ones because you got to be over the age of 7, but if they like climbing and all that sort of thing and zip lining, this is going to be a great time. After all that fun and you're ready for something to eat, hey, be sure to check out this next video on the top 10 places to eat in Omaha, Nebraska. And thanks for watching.